ready to take your investment game to the next level? Introducing Digital Investor, your ultimate guide to mastering the digital marketplace. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, Digital Investor brings you cutting-edge game theoretical strategies, expert insights, and real-time tips and tactics to analyze, evaluate, invest, and grow your wealth. Don't miss out on the digital revolution. Visit www.nickblacknext.com and start your journey with Digital Investor today.
Brandon!
Hey! Gosh dang it, huh?
Yep.
Yeah? I guess so, right?
Yep. What can you say?
I figured something out, though.
What?
Well, I was driving around this morning. I was driving around this lake, you know, to get to the gym. And these people, like, put their hands up, right? They're like, stop. I'm like,
Was someone drowning?
No, they were like just telling me to stop. I was going like, it was like 10 miles an hour around this lake, right? So it's like, they're like, hey, stop. And I'm like, okay. So I kind of pulled over and I have like a Bitcoin thing on my car. Anyway, so they're like, hey, how about that Bitcoin last night? And I'm like, huh? And they're like, yeah, we couldn't sleep. We were watching all night. And I'm like, you were watching Bitcoin all night? They're like, no, we only have XRP and XLM. I'm like, okay. I've been like wondering, I'm like, how is this thing going up so much? Because it's a scam, but it doesn't matter. It's a scam, but it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Everybody I talk to only owns XRP. They don't own any Bitcoin.
Because they're
everybody I talk to.
Yeah, they're idiots. Yeah.
But that doesn't matter. That's the retail trade. That's it.
Well,
we're like, hey, where's retail? They're not buying Bitcoin.
Think about it. Brandon, what is the most memeiest coin of the top 50 legitimate assets?
Pengu.
It's in the top 50.
Crushing it. I think it is now. It's like, yeah, it crushed it. It's up 450% this last month or last month and a half. They got the Canary ETF. Their Coinbase CEO changed their, they got the NASDAQ opening bell had a Pengu logo on it.
Why?
Like, I don't know. Like I'm telling. So you said, what's the memeiest? That one. That's the top 50 memeiest.
Okay, right what's now. The memeiest in the top 10?
XRP.
Yeah, and then probably 11th or 12th would be XLM.
Yeah,
they're coins that had some utility in 2017 when we didn't have
470%. It's insanity.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I sold my airdrop.
We sold it for pennies, didn't we?
I wonder what I sold it at. I should go back and look and see if it's still above what. I don't know. Because I know it dropped pretty bad, but I don't know. I probably sold it below this.
But my point is that there are still, even though the meme coin market's pretty much dead, there are still meme coins, and XRP's always been a meme coin. And it's I don't think any single person, not Brad Garlinghouse, not Chris Larson, not even the people that work at Ripple, I don't think they believe that Ripple and XRP is going to take over the world of finance. But people are so hopeless. They've lost all hope. If Bitcoin is too expensive, I missed it. It doesn't matter percentages. You can't explain math to regular people. They don't get it. So they just go, well, it's too expensive. You don't have to buy a whole one. Yeah, no one wants to own a decimal. So you start shopping in the upper assets for whatever's the cheapest, because if it's cheap, it's liable to go up. And then all you have to do is have storytellers spinning a yarn about it going to $10,000 or something, and you're like, yeah, XRP is almost at $3. And when it gets to 370, it will be where it was in 2017. So I get it. You can say, oh, well, recently XRP is crushing it. XLM. Yeah, true. but they've been dead for 8 years. You missed 8 years. That's at least 2 bull markets, but maybe 3. So it's like, okay, I mean, I kind of want those guys to have a win because they've been stuck on basically zero for almost a decade. Can you imagine being in crypto and you haven't made shit in a decade in crypto? And then your jackass neighbor buys like Donkey, Stomp Coin, and Crab Shuffler and all these meme coins in like 3 minutes. He takes like $300 and turns it into 72,000.
Yeah.
Or the James Wynn story. Did you saw that he just completely nuked his account, right?
Yeah, it's kind of rough. I mean, that guy
his final words were broke.
I'm going short. His final tweet was, "I'm going short" or something, and then then he changed his bio to broke, and then deleted his account. Yeah,
and someone was like, the only dumb thing he did is he didn't take the time to sell his account.
Yeah, that's true. With 400,000 followers, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Not wrong. And especially in the meme coin, he could have pumped off fun or something and been in good shape.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So there's still meme coins out there. Listen, in the what would dummies do market, more people are dumb than not. We're having to factor what would dummies do more and more and more. Because as far as investors go, the IQ is basically zero. Brandon, didn't you have a buddy who just dumped Bitcoin when it was like 109 or 108, something like that, a few days ago?
Yeah.
Tell us what this jackass did.
I like him. He's a nice guy. He just it's unfortunate.
So it's a guy.
Whatever. He's like, okay, so like he bought it. Well, the problem is he's never been fully committed. He doesn't believe in Bitcoin. He just wanted to trade it, which that's your problem number uno.
And with how much money? $2 or $3 million, $6 million? How much is he trading? Was he getting in and out? Crushing some cool dividends or what?
Crushing some gains. No, I think it's like 25K, something like that,
No, so, he's a no coiner. He's not even a coiner.
He's scalping. But anyway, got out at 109. I think he got in at like 80, 90, something like that. Got in at whatever it was. Got out at 109. Told me he's going to wait for it to drop back down below 100.
So he made it cool 3 Gs, huh?
Yeah. I mean,
where's he going on vacay?
I don't know. I just
going to the local 7-Eleven or the coffee shack. What's he doing? He going big time?
Oh, gee.
You can't get a ticket to Europe for that.
I know. I just feel bad. I mean, but I did have somebody else message me this morning. They put in 250. And they messaged me this morning and said, dude, thanks. My account's up to 415 this morning. What? That's pretty good. That's a 70% gain.
Wait, how much did they put in?
$250. Yeah.
Not 250 large, 250 racks, 250 bands. No, 250. You know what? Good for them.
They had conviction.
Good for them. I'm not a hater. I'm just a stater.
At least that person held. And the funny thing is, you would think that this person wouldn't have held, and you would have thought the other person would have, but it was inverse. So, of these people that I.
Listen.
Anyway,
when it comes to XRP, I hope XRP does go up because it doesn't detract from anything we do. Sure. At a certain point, you're like, why are the dumbest people in the world being compensated? But you know what? Mostly the world shits on dumb people. It really does. And so, look, if this is a weird universal lottery or something like that, like, I'm okay with that. I have no problem with that. I'd rather the worst person in crypto make money than the best person in the stock market. Just because at least they're giving it a shot. At least they're taking a shot. So I don't care how scummy the coin is. I don't care how dirty the team is, Ripple. I don't care how stupid the team is, Lumens. It doesn't matter how spammy or junky. As long as crypto people beat non-crypto people, it is a fucking win, my friend. They can go buy all the damn Ferraris they want. It's not going to bother me at all. So we should be hoping that the whole space goes up, because it's not like if XRP goes up, you lose. It's just weird to see people that don't know anything winning. But you know what? That's the history of Earth.
That's been my biggest gripe with Jupiter, right? Because I'm like, dude, that is like solid, and it's down today. It's down.
It's the greatest project that no one gives a crap about.
Oh my gosh, Chris nailed it. Chris Parson, yeah, equality is the most irrelevant criteria in crypto. So true.
Yeah, means
memes, all that matters. All that matters in crypto.
So, did you see Brandon?
Algorand?
That Circle,
yes.
Circle wants to become a bank, which we knew this was coming, like a lot.
They filed like a couple weeks ago. They filed for a charter a couple weeks ago, right?
Mm-hmm. So, and I feel like Kraken has been attempting this, Coinbase is attempting this, but anyway, the fintech firm behind USDC has filed an application with the Office of the Comptroller of Currency, OCC, to establish America's first digital currency bank, a national trust institution that would bring stablecoins fully into the federally regulated financial system. Now, the Brits, what's the guy's name? It's not Bailey, is it? Anyway, I was reading one of his opinion pieces. He is pissed. He's like, no European stablecoins, no government issued digital currency, and we shouldn't allow dollar-denominated stablecoins either, because there's going to be a point where the dollar-denominated stablecoins spread so far that people don't need to use the euro anymore. Yeah, no shit. People will chase liquidity. People are going to use whatever currency unit is the easiest to use, period. So, yeah, sorry, bro. Stiff upper lip. Anyway, the First National Digital Currency Bank, this is the proposed entity, First National. Man, that sounds like a bank that's going to get shut down. But anyway, First National Digital Currency Bank would operate like a traditional consumer bank. It would offer deposits or loans, not in the traditional way, though. So it wouldn't be like you would go in and get put your cash in and get like this is my little First National Bank account. It wouldn't quite be like that. It will focus on Circle USDC trust bank functions. So this is a holding facility, if you will, and it will safeguard USDC reserves. It will manage cash, short-term treasury holdings, offer digital asset custody services to institutional clients. So Joe Sixpack will have to wait a little while. Now they could open a retail bank, like a commercial bank at some point. But right now, they just want to be a big contender in global finance. They have 62 billion USDC in circulation. I'm assuming that they have, because of all the scrutiny, that they actually have 62 billion in other currency units sitting in either cash equivalents, or treasuries, short-term, likely on-the-run treasuries. Anyway, until now, reserve management had relied on third-party custodians like BlackRock, BNY Mellon, banks like that. So by pursuing the Circle OCC charter application, Circle is trying to internalize that control, streamline their operations. They want to minimize risk. They want to stop relying so much on these other banks that may not have Circle's best interests. There might be an alignment issue there. Then you also have the Genius Act coming this week. Okay. Was passed by the Senate in June. If it gets through, and one of the other articles I'm going to talk about also talks about the Genius Act and what it may do. There's a couple of things that I think it will do. One, I think it will create, it's going to create a lot of pressure to purchase government bills, mostly bills, but some notes. But anyway, treasuries, lots and lots of treasuries. The Genius Act stipulates that I think half or more of your currency units that back your stablecoin have to be held in treasuries. That, my friends, is QE. That's actual QE. It's not bank reserve QE, where the Federal Reserve trades a funny money fake asset for actual quality collateral from banks. This is stablecoin companies going into the market either through treasury auctions or in repo, and they would be forcibly buying treasuries, a lot of them. That is actual quantitative easing. So I think that's probably a big deal. Plus, you have a situation like that where if you have all this kind of forced QE that comes in from the side, it's not pumping liquidity into the market in the way that you would think, but it's not stripping collateral. So normally when the Federal Reserve goes in and does QE, they trade fake assets for real assets. They trade a coupon that you can't use for your collateral that you would have used in repo, that you would have pledged in repo and been making money and all that kind of stuff. So they pull your quality collateral. They give you a bank reserve note, which you can't do anything with. You can't lend against it. You can't do anything. You can't go buy burgers with bank reserves. That's why the people say the Fed's not a money dealer. They're not a real lender. They just ink deals and apparently build lavish, refurbished gardens and secret jerk off elevators and fucking.
Nick, I've been to your place. I was just curious, and I need to double check this. But do you have granite driveways at your place?
I have grains of concrete.
Okay, so what normal people would have concrete. Okay, so
yeah.
Granite, you would say, would be unnecessary to drive a useless car on and get oil all over and park on. Granite would be above and beyond, right?
Seems slippery to me.
It seems slippery and unnecessary to me, but yeah, go ahead.
I just think slippery. I just think it rained. My shoes are a little wet and I eat shit.
Yes.
Now I have a worker's comp suit.
Yes, there you go. That's true too.
Well, we can get into that too. I dug into that a little bit about how they would the for cause firing and all this kind of stuff and all this. I mean, you know that technically they can spend whatever they want because they're a private bank. This is the other thing people were, oh, you're spending the taxpayers' money. No, they're not. The Fed can do whatever they want. It's a private bank. This is the problem. A private bank should not be in control of saving the banking system in America. A private bank shouldn't be the ones in control of this shit. They shouldn't have the monetary authority they have and the monetary tools. They just should not. The whole fucking thing should not exist, but it does. Coincidentally, right around the same time as the tax man showed up, 1913. Anyway, doesn't matter. So what they're doing internally, it doesn't matter. If they want to spend $1 trillion, technically they can, but what they're not supposed to do is lie about it. And I think that that's what the issue is with Jerome, is that he got caught in a few white lies. I don't think he thought it was a big deal. And that's where the cause bit might come. So when you hear people saying, oh, the Fed's spending our money, our taxpayer money. No, they're not. They're squandering your money through their payrolls and the thousands and thousands of people they have on the payroll that the government does pay a portion of that. But they're private, 12 private banks. They can do whatever the fuck they want with their money. Private banks and private investors too, by the way. Jamie Dimon's one of the investors in the Federal Reserve. You can be an investor. Anyway, that's that. Anyway, it'll be interesting to see how all of this comes out. But surprisingly, Jerome Powell is not actually against stablecoins. He likes it. He likes the idea of spreading dollar hegemony, right? That's kind of cool. So you think, okay, the next part is, why would a federal charter matter for stable coins and institutional crypto? If it's not really public facing, then how does it help? Well, it would give Circle regulatory credibility and full control over USDC reserves and the ability to offer secure custody services to other institutions. So it's another revenue stream for Circle, which again, in a world where a bunch of other competing stablecoins launch, so just math it out. If you have a bunch of people buying treasuries, they're buying treasuries. What happens to the yield? The yield goes down because there's competition to buy the treasuries. There's not competition to entice buyers. Yields go up when people aren't buying bonds. When people are buying bonds, they don't need to entice you, so the yield goes down. So that's going to bring yields down. Think about what that does. That actually, in a way, helps the government in a second aspect. They can sell more debt and they have a lower debt service. So that's a benefit to the government. The government is definitely pro the Genius Act when they really think about it. There's the Elizabeth Warrens and stuff. But the long end of it, this protects the bond market and lets them keep selling, printing dollars into infinity and beyond, because you're still not going to go anywhere else to invest. There's nowhere else in the world to invest. You're not going to hold renminbi. You're not going to hold euros. What are you going to hold? You're going to hold dollars or dollar denominated cash equivalent, products. You just are. Anyway, so I think for Circle, it seems like this is more about getting custody of their own reserves. And then I think eventually they would take that next step and go into commercial banking, where I think like Coinbase and stuff, I think that's where they're going right now. They want to be a commercial bank right now. So yeah, kind of cool. Anyway, yeah, that's it. I mean, there's a lot more about their institutional services, but that doesn't apply to us. So I really don't give a shit. Grayscale filed their confidential submission for IPO with the SEC.
Huh.
Yeah.
Good old Grayscale.
I do wonder though, if I'm reading about it, how confidential it is. Like, did they drop it on the floor? Is it like, I don't know, like some guy like, oh, here's my Ferrari key. Oh, don't tell anybody I have a Ferrari. Like, oh, come on, guy.
That's the valet, yeah.
Oh, this is mine. Anyway, Grayscale confidentially or not so confidentially submitted an S1 registration statement to the SEC indicating plans for their IPO. The asset manager did not disclose details of the submission, which would proceed after the SEC's review and market conditions. I mean, everybody's going to try to launch right now, aren't they, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
Confidential filings allow companies to negotiate with the SEC privately, a strategy that's used to keep competitive details under wraps until the public launch is ready. Although, again, we're reading about
it. So here we go.
So
that's normal.
Grayscale said it confidentially submitted their draft to the SEC, filing that signals plans for their IPO. The asset manager, owned by Barry Silbert's digital currency group, who did get in a little trouble recently, didn't disclose details of the submission and said the registration is expected to take place after the SEC completes its review process. Well, of course, you can't do it before they do, so it would have to be after. Anyway, subject to market and other conditions, according to their press release. So here's their press release. We submitted a secret document. What was it about? About our IPO. What was secret about it? I just told you. Got it. Okay, so the secret of no secret. Very good. This guy's not good at that game where you like whisper in someone's ear. Anyway, okay, so Grayscale going the IPO route. Why not? A bunch of other craps IPO'd. Why should they not? Ripple wants to IPO. Who else? There's another one. Kraken was kind of soft talking about launching. So yeah, yay, I think. And then finally, we got old Tom Lee.
Yeah.
He's squawking again. He's over at remember he was the one who was having that discussion with the CNBC host where they were laughing at him for wanting to put 1% to 2% into Bitcoin when it was 5,000.
Yeah, I do remember this.
I hope she doesn't work anymore. But she probably does because bad behavior is celebrated in the TV world. Anyway,
well,
Tom
there's no
Lee,
accountability. There's no accountability, so it doesn't
might as well be TA guys on.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, on Twitter. Tom Lee revealed. Oh, did you hear that Grok went like super Hitler? They said there was some issue. Yeah, there's some issue where it was. Preferencing data from all these kind of super vigilant like people that were posting, and then it started becoming. It went full Hitler.
Well, that can't be good.
No, it is not good. The Führer was pleased, but nobody else was.
Isn't that's the one they're going to be putting in all the cars, the grok, they're going to give that to the government. So that's the one they're giving to the government to use?
I
That's
don't
the one they're
know.
going public with.
I
Okay,
don't
so that's
I don't know.
yeah, I seen that when I saw they expanded their
Remember, there's two groks. There's GROK and GROQ.
What? What's
Yeah,
GROQ? I've never heard of this.
that's the much bigger, much better funded project.
GROQ?
Yeah, I think it's GROQ, grok.
What?
Yeah,
That's the better one?
yeah. I don't know if that's the spelling, but there's two. There's the grok. There's the grok. The grok that went Hitler is the X one. Elon Musk's. There's another grok.
I thought Elon Musk's was GROK. There's only one
is.
grok.
No, there's two. Because the other one's got about a 1.6 billion in funding. You know how I know this? Because they're working with Hypercycle. Yeah.
Who's doing the other one? Not Elon Musk?
Not Elon Musk. No, it has nothing to do with Elon Musk.
GROQ.
I think it's GROQ.
I'm gonna find this out. I did not know there was another one.
Yeah.
If there is one, I have never heard of it. So.
Yeah, and actually, we met on one of the conference calls. We met one of the, I don't know, one of their devs.
Grok Cloud.
Yeah. Anyway, different groks, but yeah. So anyway, that was the Hitler moment for grok. Okay. Tom Lee, our buddy Tomo. He believes that Ethereum is going to potentially soar to 5-figure prices, 5 figures, which would mean at least 10K. Good. As the rise of stablecoins brings new relevance to the world's leading smart contract platform. In a new interview with Deidre Bosa, Lee says that technical analysis and analysts at Fundstrat are currently targeting near 5,000 for Ethereum in the next several months. However, on the longer term, Lee says that Ethereum could be trading above 10,000 if it reaches similar valuations to Circle, the second largest stablecoin issuer, which relies largely upon Ethereum to power its network. Yes, which again is why when you see Lumens going straight up because they did a deal with PayPal, did anybody check to see how much of a fail PayPal stablecoin is?
Kiusti. Has anybody used it yet?
Fail, dude.
Has anybody used it yet?
You did.
I did. I transferred it over to USDC. I got tired of holding it though. I just couldn't do it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, no one's using it, and this is enough to pump to do a 300% pump for Lumens. Again, I'm glad people are winning, but man, people are stupid. They're so stupid. Anyway, so Mark Newton, who's the head of technical strategy at Fundstrat, has some views on Bitcoin and Ethereum. In the near term, he thinks both have a 20% upside from here. So that would put Ethereum somewhere in the 3,600 range.
Yeah.
And then he thinks something around 4,500 to 5,000 in the next few months. So that seems like the near term also, but okay. In the next few months is achievable. He said it's a pretty big move, but he thinks the perspective that someone could have is to realize that Circle trades at 100 times EBITDA, which for those of you that hear that, earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, amortization, which is what he considers fair because it's scarce and it's one of the best IPOs really in the last several years. There's no way Circle's worth 100 times EBITDA. That's a fucking joke. They should be worth 1.04 times EBITDA because they make 4% a year, and that number, my friends, is going to go down. Like, how is Circle going to exist in a ZERP in a 1% interest rate environment?
No, it's not.
No, boy, no, my friend, no. Especially and it's not going to just be like Circle's the only show in town. There's going to be 50 Circles. Look, stablecoin issuers are going to be the new Bitcoin reserves. Well, actually, you got to go backwards. It's Pangu reserves are the new Solana reserves, which are the new Ethereum reserve treasury companies, which are the new Bitcoin treasury companies, which are the new stablecoin issuers. but then
That's right.
stablecoins are above that. Man, it's just like the snake eating his tail.
Man, imagine going to work at a 9 to 5 doing construction, coming home and learning about how the financial markets are moving. What made money?
What about
made more money
trying
than
to
me.
find a job? You're out there you're slaving away trying to get a job. You can't find work. You get booted off of unemployment insurance. So now you don't even count. You're just unemployable. You don't even fucking exist. There's no number for you. And then you just watch all these assholes that can't find their butthole with two hands just getting rich off their ass, off of bullshit. Dude, I would be less than happy with civilization. But that gets back to the whole principle of fairness. And that is a concept that we created. It doesn't exist. You got to get out of your mind this idea of fundamental fairness. There is no such thing as fairness in the universe. Ever, period, full stop. A bird, what's the saying? A bird will fall frozen and dead in the snow in the middle of the winter, and it will never once have felt that things were unfair. Be the bird. Don't freeze to death, but be the bird. Anyway, he's saying that if you apply these same metrics that Circle and these other bullshit companies trade at, then that you get an Ethereum price well north of 10,000 a token. I don't think it's that simple, but he thinks so. So basically, Tom Lee thinks that the Chat GPT moment is coming for Ethereum, and he thinks that and I do think to an extent, the Genius Act and the ushering in of all these stable coins is going to do that. So I do think some of those prices are achievable. Some of them. What say you, Brandon? What say you?
I don't know. Ethereum's tough because it just seems like there's a lot of headwinds for the price, regardless of how many people are buying it and stuff. That's the problem with Ethereum. Every time it seems to have any sort of pump, the Ethereum Foundation goes and sells a ton of Ethereum, which doesn't matter because of the economics of it.
They don't sell enough to move the needle.
No, you're not listening. So it doesn't matter because of the moving of the needle, but it matters because everybody sees them selling Ethereum. It's like when your CEO is selling shares of stock. Why would the CEO sell any shares of stock?
Honestly, I think you might care about it, but I don't.
Everybody cares about it. Yeah,
I don't care about it. I don't give a shit what the Ethereum Foundation does.
Everybody's watching.
I bet if we pull this chat right now, there's 193 people. Does anybody here care if the Ethereum Foundation sells Ethereum? I might be wrong on this. There might be a lot of people.
The good thing with Ethereum,
no one cares when Jamie Dimon sells almost as many of his shares of Chase as he can. No one cares when Sergey and the other assholes at Chainlink and all the developers sell all of their tokens the second they unlock and have for years. No one cares. That shit is still around. This is the thing. Brandon, you have faith in humans. That's your problem. I figured it out.
No, I don't know. I'm losing faith in humans because of the XRP thing. So I'm starting to shift. Like, it's like the whole thing. Like, yeah, when we shift, here's the problem. Like, I've been like so beaten up with these ideologies of buying good projects that I've kind of skewed my perception on what I should be buying now. I should have bought Pengu instead of the ETH. I should have bought Fartcoin instead of Jupiter. Like, what the heck was wrong with me? You know what I'm saying? So it's like really been frustrating.
No, because that's like saying I should have gone and gambled on roulette rather than invested.
But at the same, then you should have bought Morpho. Because everybody's using Morpho, right? Which we're like, okay, yeah, we'll use Morpho.
Yeah.
And it freaking doubles from the day we started using it.
The Morpho token?
Yes! So it's like, it's so crazy, the funny things that happen in this market. The ones you pick. Anyway, whatever. Yeah. It's just funny. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, but didn't.
No. See, this kind of statement is false. I should have bought. No one should have done anything, or you would have. Anytime someone says, "Oh, I should have bought Bitcoin," no, you shouldn't, or you would have. That's the whole thing. You can't look backwards in time like that. the arrow of time in both directions doesn't. The determinability is different. Like you get, oh, I was gonna. No, you weren't, or you would have. You didn't, motherfucker. You didn't. I didn't buy Bitcoin in 2009 when my brother was mining in the room next to me. In the room next to me all night. What's that? Nothing. What's that? Oh, it's my Bitcoin mining machines. Oh, you're stupid. 2009. He made 2,000 Bitcoin. I didn't buy it. Nice. I can't go back. Oh, I should have. No, I shouldn't have. Or I would have.
Well,
this wasn't interesting.
The good thing about me, I never say I should have, because I usually buy things. When I say I'm going to buy them or I want to buy them, I actually do buy them. So if I didn't buy it, I know I would never have bought it. I never look back and say I should have really, like, you know, like I was almost going to buy Pengu, because if I was almost going to do it, I do it. Like I really do. So I don't feel bad about that at all.
There's a guy at the soccer field that told me I was buying $10,000 worth of Bitcoin. I was buying it, but you know, I couldn't get the wallet to oh, really? So you got to the point where you would actually do the thing that you were going to do, and you didn't do that thing. Well, then you didn't almost do it. You didn't. You almost did nothing. Is what you? No, you did do nothing.
Well, here's the thing. I think I don't think Tom Lee's completely off. I think he's kind of right. I think there's money flowing into Ethereum that will push its price to pretty good levels this year. So I don't think Ethereum's a bad play at all.
No, I don't think Ethereum's a bad play. I don't know that the argument, his argument is part correct. The part about stablecoins ushering in a lot of institutional usage of Ethereum, yes. The idea that you can kind of equate the price action of Circle's equity to the price action of Ethereum based on an EBITDA multiplier.
Yeah,
that part's
none of that's really mattered. I mean, because you can go to any of the blockchain, like that stuff doesn't matter in crypto at all. I think we know that too. Like look at Solana, they make more money than Ethereum. Is their price higher? You know, it's like it doesn't matter. Like look at none of that stuff matters in crypto.
None of that stuff matters because these aren't really, a token is not equity, and these companies don't function the same way.
Don't get me started, but it really shouldn't even matter in equities. What percent, like if Apple makes $1 quadrillion, how much do you get as a shareholder? Like it just doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter. Like none of this matters. Like it's so funny you guys argue.
Shareholders honestly are the foolish. They are the most foolish people.
They say crypto's unsafe. Equities are actually unsafe, but it's a world that people have come to accept.
The whole world has been fleeced on this idea that equity means something. It is all gas. It is swamp gas. It's useless shit.
100%. Yeah.
Anyway,
the sooner you realize that, the sooner you are just going to start playing the game like you should be. Because it's all a game.
You have family in the UK that got denied a deposit to Coinbase from their bank to buy Bitcoin.
Yeah, the UK's rough, man. The UK is brutal right now.
God, that sucks.
Yeah, the UK are beating up on people.
Like, at some point, you got to stop telling people what to do with their own money. This is the problem. I mean, well, this is one of many. It's one of many. Okay. Should we get behind the wall and then talk more sultry?
Okay.
I don't know how you can talk any more sultry than we're already talking.
I like it. Whatever it is, I like it. I like it a lot.
All right. So Tom Lee, Bitcoin at 10,000.
Oh snap!
Tom. Oh Tom. That's just Tom being Tom.
Tom, he's so Tom.
Super Tom.
Going behind the proverbial wall now to continue the broadcast privately for the digital investors and digital private clients. If you'd like to join us, simply go to nickblacknext.com and subscribe to one of our plans and immediately take advantage of our library of tools, tactics, and information. It's all designed to help you learn, grow, and manage your portfolio like a pro. Join us now.